How's it going, everyone? Today's topic is K1 Logistics, Master Law Sector, dealing with champions of Barrier and Overload with a threat of Void. To find this Law Sector, you're going to go to your map, look for the Law Sector on the map on the moon, go to Sanctuary here, make your way right over. If you never ran this on normal before, what you're going to do is run over here to the path, go down that pathway, run it on normal, come back up to the flag, run it on Legend or Master, and then you'll be able to access Legendary Master. Sorry. Legendary has champions. Master has more champions. So if you're worried about difficulty, I wouldn't worry about the recommended power level. I just run it. If you can take care of champions, take care of champions. You could handle it at whatever level. It's really not that bad. If you have a higher power level, then you'll be able to do it a little easier. Lower, and it'll be a little more difficult, but you can still be able to do it. Our build's going to consist of Thunder Crash here with a Rally Barricade. You can run either one of these. Running Thunderclap for damage. Not really much room to run around, so definitely recommend Thunderclap. Pulse Grenade is going to be our main bread and butter with Armamentarium as our exotic armor piece. Magnitude increased duration. Grenades will shock with Spark of Shock, or grenades will jolt with the Spark of Shock. Give us Ionic Traces, and then we have a damage resist of 25% with the Spark of Resistance whenever we have targets around us, which is all the time. Touch of Thunder will give us more Ionic Traces for more ability cooldown. Knockout will allow us to become amplified when we punch targets, so make sure you melee targets whenever you need some health. It'll make you amplified and keep you healthy. Our weapon of choice here for Overload is going to be Riptide. Just make sure you just get Riptides from the Crucible vendor. Roll them till you get Chill Clip. Doesn't matter everything the other stats with it, but as long as it has Chill Clip, 2 shots with Riptide, as long as you're above half magazine, and you will take care of the Overload or Unstoppable, or if you time it well enough, you can take care of barriers. It's all up to your style. So Riptide is almost the most broken legendary weapon for champions, so definitely recommend it. Centrifuse will take care of anti-barrier as long as your artifact has it activated here for anti-barrier. Everything else in here is all focused on arc. So these two will take care of champions. Our Hothead will take care of big damage for us, along with our Armamentarium for more grenades, and then 100 Resilience, 100 Discipline for survivability, and more grenades. Our setup here is going to be Ashes to Assets, which we're using grenade build. Firepower from the grenades will give us more orbs. Grenade Kickstart will give us more grenades. Our resistances here will keep us alive from the void damage coming out from boss and all the servitors. And then arc from everything else that does damage, like the little shanks things. They tend to hurt a lot. Everything else you can focus here on survivability. If you feel like you're really healthy and you don't need better already, you can always switch it out for Elemental Charge, which will give you more armor charges. I would recommend for the Titan mark here to run Proximity Ward for your finishers, as it'll definitely keep you alive doing the finisher animations. You do have damage reduction, but having an overshield is always a bonus. Last thing I will say is make sure your Siphon matches your weapon. Whatever weapon you're doing the most amount of ad clear with, if you're doing an exotic primary weapon, they do more damage to red bars. So Centrifuge is Arc, so my Siphon is Arc. It gives me those orbs of power, definitely what we need. Let's go and knock this out real quick. Should be a quick run. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Recommendations for exotic weapons you want to see or armor pieces, let me know. And as always, like and subscribe, and I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. Alright, here we go. We're going to make this short and sweet. Shouldn't be too bad. It won't be the fastest of runs, as there is this is not one of the ones that you want to farm. I mean, if you're going for like a rapid farm, that wouldn't be the fastest, but it still will be pretty simple run, so it's not going to be too difficult. Okay, we want to find the barrier champion, do some damage to him. While we do some damage, he will put his barrier up. I guess I completely missed my grenade. What is happening? Am I just whiffing everything? I think I'm missing. Yeah, whiffing everything. How you doing, barrier? Thank you for the free hits. Raise him so he can't do anything. Just do some damage. You are going to take arc damage as for the resist. As long as we can do finishers, get our overshields active. That way we're healthy. Guy is just all over the place. What is going on? One rocket. This I'm just gonna freeze him. Perfect. We're good. Gotta watch for the arc damage. We'll have a bunch of these shanks shooting at you. They're probably the biggest threat of everything in here. The overload isn't that bad to deal with. You'll have one come aggressive, one overload will stay scared. So whenever the one gets up here, after spawning all the... So there's the aggressive one. Perfect. So hear the double stun. So they're both there. We just did some damage to it. We're not really worried about keeping the damage as he's too far away for us to really do anything. So he'll just run back over to us. Once he gets over here in this corner, we'll be able to TPS him without having the barrier keeping him immune. So see if we can get him to run at us. There you are. Not the best positioning, but it's okay. He's finisher with overshield. I'm gonna make sure I focus this barrier down a little bit, reload early after his teleport. That way I can make sure I have something available for his shield. Come on, for your shield. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Pick up our free armor here. Do our coils. And we'll continue on. Okay. Perfect. Charge punch. You can just sit there. He'll die to the grenade. Grab some ammo. Move on with our day. Alright, here we're gonna have a few red bars here. They tend to drop us a lot of heavy ammo or special ammo in the corner here. It may just be the timing of when oh, I almost blew myself up. Don't want to do that. Push. There we are. So the biggest threat's going to be, the boss is going to be in the middle. He won't activate until you kill a certain amount of mobs. You're going to want to find the barrier, which is behind this pillar. DPS that one down. A second one's going to come from a ship. Once you kill that, you'll kill a certain amount of mobs. The boss will then activate. Okay? So make sure that after the boss activates, you get him over here in this corner. An overload will spawn. Kill the overload. Kill boss. He'll be over here. And he'll teleport to end the fight on the right side. Just a little rundown, a little recap. So we're gonna go over here to the right, find the barrier behind the pillar. Right, we'll put a shield up here in the middle. It'll then allow us to get a grenade active for this barrier, so it'll do some damage. That way, it will put a shield up. Perfect. So we wanted. We're gonna blow this one up. Oh, I guess I didn't reload it. I thought I did, but I didn't. There we are. We're good. So we're gonna do 2 shots of this, and then we got our finisher here for overshield. Remember, we have plenty of shields, and we can heal ourselves with any kills in melee. If you need to, you can always there you go. So get this recovery active here. Boom, perfect. Oh, I thought I'd get somebody. I guess not. Okay. This guy's gonna do his barrier soon. Perfect. What I wanted. Now we can finish everything else around it if we wanted. I'm gonna go over here and just get this angle so I can, anything behind it happens to get hit by the riptide. It just helps us out. We use a finisher. The Nightmare Drag will hurt, along with the one that spawns in the middle there. They are kind of the biggest damaging sources outside of the champions. But as long as you focus the shanks out, you'll be okay. We do want to find the Nightmare one. As that one is going to be the one we don't want the boss being active with that one being available, because it'll keep it immune the whole time. It's just not fun to have. How did I miss that? Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, good. Look at that shot. One shot of freezing. One shot of freezing. Finisher. Now looking for the boss to be active soon. Right, we're gonna finish a few red bars, and then the boss is gonna go start going active for you. So there he is. See how he's active? You don't want to be in the area where the boss is active. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit back here, unload onto the boss. Overload's gonna spawn, just like we talked about. Right there. Perfect. We have our Riptide available. We have other sources to get rid of the overload with grenades, possibly. So we can focus on taking this guy out soon. I'm just gonna go ahead and punch this drag out, get some ammo. Take out all the red bars I don't need to deal with. Right, we're not really worried about anything else. The boss won't come get you. You can just focus on meleeing things down, keeping yourself amplified. What we'll do is take out the overload now. But I do have 2 shots here, ready to go. Perfect. I did want to make sure you notice that I'm not using my heavy yet. I want to make sure I use my heavy when the boss comes right here, right? It's what happens when the boss gets down like a third of its health. It'll come to this spot, then I'll use my my super and do a lot of damage there. I'm gonna go ahead and reload this so I can get it to this point. Boom, 1 shot. There it is. Hello. Things spawn. I can use my heavy on this stuff. It'll take out a lot of damage. I'm gonna sit back here and hide for a second. Now she's on the far side. Now the reason we want to be over in this side is we want to make sure we're focusing all these vandals and such that leave the shielding of the boss. So basically, after you kill all these things that run far away, you're just a 1v1 versus the boss, and kind of easier for you to 1v1 rather than fight all these other extra things. So get yourself amplified, recovery active, grenade spam all day. If you want to, Riptide, you can. It'll do a lot more damage than just sitting there with your heavy or your Centrifuse. We are all set. Not the fastest of runs, but oh gosh, perfect. Got a helmet I've never used before. Sweet. Pick up the cat here if you haven't got the Triumph. Hope this helps. 7-minute run. You can probably do a little faster. If you have any recommendations for exotic weapons or armor you want to see, let me know. Like and subscribe. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.